Welcome to the Stag Junkies. Today is July 12th, 2021, and this is a special video we are dropping as our quick hot take of a ban announcement that the Rules Committee has just dropped for the Commander format. This one caught me a bit off guard, surprised. I wasn't really hearing anything about any bans coming up, so this is a bit surprising. However, I will go ahead and read to you guys what's been banned, why their reasoning is for banning the card. Also, apparently the website is down. I imagine they're getting a lot of traffic over there. However, I was able to get to the website, so I have the actual reasoning from the Rules Committee to read to you guys, so you guys can actually see what their thought process is and all of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and read to you what is going on. We will start with the card that has been banned. That is Hullbreacher. It's up on the screen now. It is 2 and a blue for a creature, Merfolk Pirate. Came out in Commander Legends. It has flash, which means it can be played at instant speed. And it says, if an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead, you create a treasure token. So basically, I want to go over the play pattern of what this is real quick before I read to you what the Rules Committee said on this and kind of give a little bit of context there. Because this card is heavily played in my playgroup. I know Justin has it in at least 2 decks, I believe. Dustin, I don't think is running it. I could be wrong there. And Shane does have a copy of it, though he's really bad about putting cards into his decks in general if they're expensive. So he may not be running it. I know he has in the past. I just don't know if he has any cards that has it right now. However, this card is played in the playgroup quite heavily. It's seen probably 2 to 3 times a month. I mean, we play at least once a week, so it's seen quite a bit. So essentially, here's how this play would go. You would play, let's say, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune says everybody discards their hand and then draws 7 cards. So you cast Wheel of Fortune, and then in response, you cast Hullbreacher at instant speed. Once Hullbreacher enters, you resolve Wheel of Fortune as long as there's no other responses. Wheel of Fortune causes everybody to discard their hands. The person who played Hullbreacher will now draw 7 cards. Everybody else will not. Instead, the person who played Hullbreacher will get 21 treasure tokens. So they get 7 treasure tokens for each draw that each opponent would have had. 3 opponents, that's 21 treasures. So now, the person who has played Hullbreacher has a fresh hand of 7 cards and 21 treasure tokens. That is a shit ton. That is a possible game winner. Now, let's back up just a little bit. How often does Hullbreacher win games in our playgroup? Well, not often. Expropriate wins games more often than Hullbreacher does. Atali wins games more often than Hullbreacher does, just by itself and the way that deck works, but that's a whole nother conversation. So this isn't a game-winning card for our playgroup. And keep in mind, our playgroup is playing at a fairly high power level. We're not CDH, but we're a step or 2 down. For sure, we are playing with a lot of power, and we play in a playgroup that's rather impressive. We've got Dustin, who loves his stacks decks. We've got mass land destruction that gets played. We've got single target land destruction that gets played. We've got other oppressive cards. All of us run at least one Narset somewhere, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. So, is this an oppressive card? Yes. Is it win games? For us, no. And CEDH, I can see it winning, and I can see if you're building behind it, definitely doing some work and possibly winning games, but no more than, like I said, Expropriate's the one I keep coming back to. And I don't know why. I know Expropriate's a much higher cost and it does different things, but it's just the first one that popped into my head. So now I just want to go over real quick the Rules Committee's reasoning here. So this is directly from the Rules Committee. Hullbreacher is banned, and here's their reasoning. Hullbreacher has been a problem card since its release. Its ostensible defensive use against extra card draw has been dwarfed by offensively combining it with mass draw effects to easily strip players' hands while accelerating the controller. That play pattern isn't something we want prevalent in casual play, see the Leovold ban, and we have seen a lot of evidence that it is too tempting even there, as it combines with wheels and other popular casual staples. The case against the card was overwhelming. There remain a few similar cards that are still permitted, notably Notion Thief and Narset Partner Veils. The additional hoops required, an additional color pip for Notion Thief, and sorcery speed for Narset appear to be keeping them to the appropriate level of play, though we'll continue to keep an eye on them. Also, this is neither here nor there for this video, but they did come up with some modifications to Rule 11 for the dungeons that are coming out with Forgotten Realms. We will talk about those a little bit later in a different video, but this is quite interesting what they have going on here. So anyways, back to the actual topic of today's video. Hullbreacher. Basically what they were talking about was the play pattern that I explained before we went in and read that. Play a wheel, or play something that discards hands, draws cards, and nobody gets to get anything except for the person who played Hullbreacher. Do I personally agree with this ban? No, I don't think it should have been banned. Do I think most of the people in the playgroup are going to agree with me on that? Probably. None of us really are going to see this as something that should have been banned. It's oppressive. They're right there. But there's answers. Every single game that we've played, maybe other than one or two, remember TBI brain, I don't have the best memory, but we've always been able to get rid of Hullbreacher and get the game going again. We know how to build decks. We have lots of draws in our decks. We have answers in our decks. So there's ways to come back and claw from this. We have mass artifact removal. So that person who just got all those treasure tokens either has to use them right there, right then and there, or, lose them. So there are answers. The format has ways to deal with this card. As far as affecting casual players, I can understand it's an unfun card to play with. But are those people playing those cards at that power level? If you're playing at a pre-con power level or lower, or you're playing a theme deck that's, not really designed to win, it's just designed to have cards that feature art with gesture caps or whatever the case may be, I doubt this card's in those style of decks. Is this card in decks that are big, swingy, stompy decks, like say an Dragon deck that's just casual, that has no combos and just wants to swing and hit you in the face to win? Probably not. And are those playgroups playing this card? Probably not. CEDH wise, I don't play CEDH. I kind of follow the peripherals of it. I know this is probably a big card over there. And I haven't seen a whole lot of what the CDH crowd is saying about this. I imagine that they're saying it probably didn't need to be banned. Could be wrong there. But overall, I think this is a ban that should have never happened. Keep in mind, myself and most of the playgroup is also of the mindset that Iona should have never been banned. Iona is the one that, I forget the casting cost, but when she comes out, you choose a color and cards with that color in it cannot be played. So it shuts down monocolored decks, which is their reasoning behind banning it. Is it oppressive? Yes. Was it mean? Yes. Did I have a problem with it? No. And I do have monocolored decks, and I have in the past. And I have played against Ionas, and it kind of sucked. Sure, but once again, I didn't really see the need of a banning. But, I'm not on the rules committee, and I'm not the smartest one out there. So keep that in mind. Overall, I did just want to kind of go one other thing real quick. We're going to do Leovold. I just wanted to, in case nobody's really familiar with it, because it is a banned card, so it's possible you guys haven't even looked at it in the past. Leovold is Emissary of Tress. He is a legendary creature elf advisor, so he could be your commander if he wasn't banned. Sultai colors, 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue. And he says each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. I know that Shane really wishes that Leovold wasn't banned. He'd really like to build it one day. I can kind of understand Leovold being banned a little bit more than I can Hullbreacher, to be honest. But also, once again, it's not that hard to get rid of. So But I just wanted to share the card that they kind of compared Hullbreacher with, so I know that some people out there have not seen this card or even know what it does. So this is just a quick video, quick breakdown for you guys of the newest ban announcement that just happened. We will hopefully discuss it later this week on a video. We've got an idea for a video that we're going to try out maybe and drop it for you guys later this week. Or we'll discuss it on live stream and just get the playgroup's thoughts of the Hullbreacher ban. Hope this definitely helped explain a little bit of things, gave you guys a quick idea of what's just gone down and what's blowing up on Twitter. If you guys are over on Twitter, speaking of Twitter, look at that segue. OP, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Twitter, the Stack Junkies. Go follow us. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and sometimes TikTok. All of those are the Stack Junkies. Make sure you follow us. You get updates. You can talk to us there, have any questions, comments, whatever. Also, like, subscribe. You know the deal. What every YouTube content creator says to you. We're all just kind of playing pretend. None of us have any idea what the YouTube algorithms actually are to see if you guys actually see our videos, get our videos out to you in your feeds and all that. So just, like, subscribe. It does help out. Let us know what you think. Somewhere there. Oh, there we go. Okay, trying to get my finger in frame here. Let us know what you think in the comments below, or on one of our social media websites, because we would love to hear from different players, from different play groups and different power levels, what people are thinking about this ban, and whether you agree, disagree with the play group and whatnot. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely be on the lookout Friday. We will be going live once again for some Commander gameplay. Also, we'll have another video dropping on Wednesday for you as well. Thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate it.